Namaste. I, JVN Dr. Jay Singh, Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur, Department Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So today's our topic is preventive medicine for prevention of the Ebola. What is Ebola? Ebola virus diseases (EVD) is a very rare disease which caused by the infection with the Zaire Ebola virus, or one of the four types of the virus that is caused illness in the people. It is believed to occur naturally in a specific animal population that live in the multiple sub-Saharan African countries in area of sub-Saharan Africa where EVD is most common. Ebola virus is believed to spread low rate among the certain animal population cause poor people become sick and with the Ebola after coming into contact with the infected animal, which can then lead to Ebola outbreak, which is being spread person to person, which it has been brought to United States of a small number of occasions by the people who were infected in their countries. In one case, patients with the Ebola went to spread the virus to the nurse who cared for him. To date, there have been only been 4 cases of EVD diagnosed in the US. When living in or traveling to the region where Ebola virus is potentially present, there is a number of ways to protect yourself and prevent the spread of Ebola virus disease. Avoid contact with blood and body fluids such as urine, feces, saliva, sweat, semen, vaginal fluids of the people who are sick. Avoid contact with semen from the man who are recovered from the EVT until testing shows that the virus is gone from his semen. Avoid contact with the item that may have come in contact with the infected person. Blood and body fluids such as clothes, bedding, needles, and medical equipment. Avoid funerals and burial practices that involve touching the body by someone who died from EVD or suspect EVD. Avoid contact with the bat, forest, antelopes, and non-human primates such as monkey, chimpanzees. Blood, fluid, and raw meat prepared from these of unknown animals. Bushmeat. There are these some prevention methods should be used when the living or in and traveling to an area experiencing an Ebola outbreak. After returning from an area experiencing an Ebola outbreak, people should monitor their health for 21 days and seek medical care immediately if they develop the symptoms of Ebola virus vaccine. So what is Ebola vaccine? The US Food and Drug Administration US FDA approved the Ebola virus RSV-ZEBOV called Avrbo, ERVEBO on December 19, 2019. The first FDA-approved vaccine for Ebola. The vaccine is given to a single-dose vaccine and has been found to be safe and protective against Zaire Ebola virus, which has caused the largest and most deadly Ebola outbreak to date. The February 26, 2020, the Advisory Committee of Immunization Practices ACIP recommended pre-exposure prophylaxis vaccines with the RSV-ZEBOV for the adult 18 year of age in the USA population who are occupational risk to expose the Zaire Ebola virus. This recommendation includes who are responding or planning to respond to outbreak the EVD. Laboratories or other staff working at biosafety level for 4 facilities with the work with the live Ebola virus in the United States. Healthcare professionals working in federally designated Ebola treatment centers. The healthcare providers looking for information about the Ebola vaccines and vaccinated ACIP recommended group visiting the two-dose vaccine regimen at the different vaccine that was also designed to protect against the Zaire Ebola virus or species of the Ebola was used under a research protocol in 2019 Ebola during the Ebola outbreak of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The two doses of the vaccine used two different vaccine compounds and the regimen required the initial dose and the booster dose 56 days later. This vaccine had yet been approved by the FDA routine use. So that how Ebola is transmitted. The Ebola disease is transmitted. Scientists think that people are initially infected from Ebola virus through the contact with infected animals such as food, bats, and non-human primates. This is called the spillover event. After that virus is spread from one person to another person, potentially affected a large number of the people. The virus is spread through the direct contact such as through the broken skin, mucous membrane of the eyes, nose and mouth. With the body and body fluids and blood like urine, saliva, feces, vomiting, breast, milk, amniotic fluid, semen of a person who is sick and with the even or has died from the Ebola virus diseases. Objects like such clothes, bedding, needles, equipment contaminated with the body fluid or a person who is sick and has died from the EBD. Infected fruits and bats are non-human primates such as apes and monkey and semen from the man who has covered from the EBD through the oral, vaginal, anal sex. The virus can retain or certain body fluids, including the semen of the patient who has recovered from the EBD, even if they no longer have the symptoms or severe illness. There is no evidence that the Ebola can spread through the sex and other contact with the vaginal fluids from the women who have the Ebola. When the people become infected with the Ebola, they do not start developing signs and symptoms right away. The period between the exposure of an illness having the symptoms is known as incubation period. A person can only spread Ebola to other people after they develop signs and symptoms of the Ebola. Additionally, Ebola virus is not known to be transmitted through the food. However, in a certain part of the world, Ebola virus may spread through the handling and consumptions of the wild animal meat and hunted wild animal infected with the Ebola. There is no evidence that the mosquitoes and other insects can transmit the Ebola virus. Health workers who do not use the proper infection control while caring the Ebola patients and family friends in contact with the Ebola patients are at the high risk of getting sick. Ebola can spread when the people come in contact with the infected blood and body fluids. Ebola poses a little sick to the traveler or the general public who do not care for being in contact within 3 feet to 1 meter with the someone sick with the Ebola. Persistence of the virus can remain in the area of the body that is immunologically privileged site after acute infection. There is a site where the infection of the virus and pathogens like the Ebola virus are shielded from the survivor immune system even after being cleared somewhere in the blood. These areas include the testes, interior of the eyes, placenta, central nervous system, particularly in the cerebrospinal fluid. Whether the virus is present in these body parts. For how long varies by the survivors. Scientists are now studying how long viruses stay in the body fluid among the Ebola survivors. During the Ebola outbreak, the virus can spread quickly with the healthcare settings such as clinicians and other healthcare personnel providing care should be dedicated preferably to disposal, medical equipment, proper cleaning and disposable of the instruments such as needles, syringe are important. If the instruments are not disposable, they must be sterilized before using again. Ebola virus can survive on a dry surface like doorknob and countertop for the several hours. In body fluid like blood, the virus can survive up to the several days at room temperature. Cleaning and disinfection should be performed by using hospital grade disinfectants. So this is the Ebola virus and so what would be the treatment of the Ebola virus? Therapeutics of the Ebola virus. There are the currently two treatments approved in the U.S. Food FDA administration to treat the ABT caused by the Ebola virus species Zaire Ebola in the adult and children. The drug first approved in October 2020 is in Mazap. In Mazap is a combination of three drugs, monoclonal antibodies. The second drug is the Ebanga, a single monoclonal antibody which is approved in December 2020. Monoclonal antibody, often abbreviated as MAB, is called MAB, a protein produced in the lab and other manufacturing facilities that act like the natural antibodies to stop a germ such as the virus from replicating after it is infected a person. These, particularly MAB, bind to the portion of Ebola virus surface called the glycoprotein, which prevent the virus from entering the person's cells. Both of these treatments, among with the two others, were evaluated as the randomized controlled trial. During the 2018 to 2020 Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic in the Congo, overall survival was much higher for the patient receiving either two of the treatment that now approved by the FDA, neither Imazab or nor Ebanga has been evaluated for the efficiency against the species other than the Zaire Ebola. So there are some supportive care like whether or not other treatments are available. Basic interventions can significantly improve chances of survival when provided early. These are referred to as supportive care and including providing fluids and electrolyte bodies, salts orally or through the infusions into the veins intravenously, using the medication to support blood pressures, reduce vomiting and diarrhea, and to manage the fever and the pain, treating other infections if they occur. So this is the treatment or therapeutics of the Ebola virus. So there are some tips, or we can say for the clinicians, we have to know the emergency or the Ebola virus. So what we have learned from this Ebola virus, that what is Ebola virus diseases, what is Ebola virus diseases, like Ebola virus diseases we can know is a deadly diseases. It's occasionally outbreak that occur primarily in the African continent. So mostly affect the people from such as the monkey, gorillas and chimpanzees and humans also. It is caused by the infection with a group of the virus within the genus Ebola. Ebola virus, Sudan virus, Vigro virus, Restron virus, Bombali virus. These are the four are known as the cause of the disease in the non-human primates and pigs, right? So that's all about the Ebola virus and its therapeutics. management. So that's all. That is over. Ebola virus is over now. So thank you. Namaste. If you have any queries, just comment below.